What's going on, guys? My name is Orokaboss. Welcome to today's video. Now, today we are playing vampire counts against wood elves. This is also a very old matchup. Ever since the first game the wood elves got released, I'm always a big fan of this matchup. And I can still remember I lost a really close game to vampires as wood elf, which got casted by Air of Carthage like way back in 2000, maybe 17. But anyways, and let's jump into my opponent's army composition. Oh, by the way, I'm commanding vampires and we're up against wood elves. Now, he has got one unit of Hawk Riders, as I just mentioned before. These guys are very good. But now, with the post DLC limit, I don't think he can go just ace, like spam a lot of Hawk Riders, because I think the maximum flying unit you can have is 4. Correct me if I'm wrong, maybe 5, but I think it was 4. So it heavily compromised a traditional wood elf against vampire counts list, because a traditional wood elf list would be like 5 Hawk Riders or maybe 4 Hawk Riders and 3 or maybe 2 Forest Dragons, and yeah, you just start from there. And also you put your caster on the eagle and all the good stuff. You just basically have a gigantic gun squad, and also your Hawk Riders can do a lot of value because they have very good AP missile, right? No, not AP, but they have very good missile damage, so they can take out enemy zombie dragon or terror guys very efficiently. But now, I think this matchup got completely shifted because you can't really go traditional build anymore, and same thing as vampires, because I can still remember in the old days, whenever vampire counts up against wood elves, it's always gonna be like a gigantic blob air troops, and then just fight in the middle, and you just spam your LE healing both sides, and you basically just get all the buff you can get and just win the air battle, like Vargas and the Fell Bats and Zombie Dragon, Terror Guys, and even the caster and the Hellstick, and same thing as I mentioned on the Wood Elf side as well. So, right now, I think it's very interesting to see how this matchup is going to evolve into the post DLC, like just cope with the limits. And now, enough of blabbing, enough of me blabbing everything in the past. Focus on the current game. So on the ground we have internal guards, war dancers with Azrael spears, a lot of them, and they're basically protecting the rear, protecting the flank, not necessarily flank, and also we have 5 archers, and these are all these are 3 starfire shafts and 2 poison hackbone tips. And we also have a lady on horseback. She's rocking the infamous Prey of Anathema. And also Arrow of Cronus. Arrow of Cronus got nerfed really hard in game 2, but it's very interesting to see. And also on the caster, the Soaring Earthblood, not even Knife Bloom. Very interesting. Now, we also have 1 unit of Wild Rider with shields up in the front. And that's my opponent's build. Now, jumping to my build. I have a core of Grave Guards, and I have 4 of them. And I have a Necro on foot with owning that passive healing ability, and that's it. Nothing else. And then we have zombies at the back. The reason why I want to put zombies at the back is because these guys are very vulnerable to missile fire, but those grave guys have silver shield and they can take a lot of missiles and still just fighting. Oh, I believe the limit is 5, so I have 5 air units, 2 zombie dragons, 2 terror guys, 1 blood dragon vampire lord and a zombie dragon, 1 Vargeist, and 1 Fell Bats unit, and that's it. That's the game. That's the build. And also we have a Blood Dragon Vampire Lord with pretty much everything, pretty mandatory stuff. And let's see how this battle can play out. So right from the get-go, there's pretty much nothing really happened. So I'm just gonna speed up things a little bit, and until this Hawk Rider is pushing, and there you go. So Hawk Rider is firing shots into zombies. Okay, so not the ideal target for them. And the ideal target would be these guys, the Terror guys, and also Blood Dragon Vampire Lord. But also I have Felbats and Vargas to basically scream them away. And nothing else happening. I'm just gonna speed up things a little bit. And now it's pretty much a dance, like back and forth. The Felbats trying to just effectively dodging those Hawk Rider shots. Same thing as Vargas, just trying to dodge the shots. But I'm also sending off my Terror guys into position, ready to just clap in. And still just using my Vargas to dance a little bit. And here, those viruses are coming in. I quickly use my bats to stop the charge and trying to mock them up, but they noticed as well. They just got quickly pulled back. So very good macro from my opponent. Speed things up a little bit. Those grave guards and zombies are so slow. And here I'm trying to use my Terror guys to juke as many arrow shots as possible. And I believe I also fired a breath into those star fire shafts. Did a touch of damage, but the thing is I did not successfully do that because taking half HP damage already. And here my Necro actually got focus fire really hard here, and there's pretty much nothing I can do because he's on food and he got casted the prey. Not really, but he's in a very bad situation. But we do have a Terror guys coming in. And he's gonna land onto the archers. And also Felbats are coming in, Vargas and Terror guys are capping in, and Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is about coming in as well. And I want to slow down things a little bit. Here my Terror guys actually got casted the Prey of Anathema. But right now I think I did a fantastic job at occupying those archers. So I can only see one unit is firing at my Terror guys, even though this would be a very dire situation, but one unit firing, I can take that. And also I cast the Invocation of the Heck to heal that Terror guys up, so it's good. And the thing is, those Grave Guards gonna trade really well against the likes of archers and internal guards. And also I did an okay job, I think, because these archers got tied down by Terror guys. These two, the Hawk Riders alongside with archers got tied up by the Vargas, but the Vargas need to pull out because it's in a very bad situation. And here Felbats and Blood Dragon Vampire Lord is occupying these two units. And the Wild Riders charging into Grave Guards not gonna do a lot of damage, by the way. So I think overall speaking, I like the situation. But here these two units are very slow, needs to pull in way sooner. Alright, so I put the Vargas away, and my opponent did an Earthblood heal, and I did a sort of anti-heroes and trying to just muck up those Var Riders, and quickly just about to send those Vargas back in to dive onto the archers once again. And right now it's just a matter of time for those Grave Guards to do work. So Grave Guards can put a lot of value once they are in melee against the Wood Elf troops. And I just need to cap my Vargas, and I believe I cast a Vanquisher Death of my Crown then. And I'm trying to use them combined with Terror guys to get rid of those War Raiders. And here Felbats are still online. Felbats are still occupying these archers, which is fantastic. And here Terror guys is fighting an uphill battle against Wardens and their spears. These two pull out straight away. If I lose my Terror guys here, it will be really bad. So I quickly move it away. So right now I got a situation. I'm gonna either heal them, which I already did. Wow, okay. So which means I can't really heal Terror guys. Alright, but I think Terror guys gonna survive. Because I think I put it out just in time to keep it safe. And here, with the invocation of the hack, Vargas survived, and the Vargas actually managed to rout off those Varadus, which is fantastic. And we still have like really strong infantry blob here and here for the Wood Elves, but the thing is, zombies are coming, the undead are coming, chasing those archers, and also the Terrorgeist is on the mission of taking out the Glade Lord, and this Terrorgeist is coming back in as well. Awesome stuff. Now, all of my Terrorgeists are now about to. Oh, that's another Prayer of Land streamer, but shame all the archers that got tied up, and not gonna do a whole lot to basically in terms of shooting that. And the Lifecaster got routed by the Terrorgeist, which is awesome. And I'm gonna check the kill counts. Gravecast 26, 36, and zombies. Those Gravecast, right? Gravecast 74 already. Jesus. 16. All right. So not too shabby. And here, the Terrorgeist and also my Zombie Dragon is giving a hard time to that lady and about to chase her. And also this Terrorgeist is escorting this spell signal outside the map. Zombies actually caught those Starfire shops, which is awesome. And here zombies are giving a chase once again. And look at those Graveguards. They're just grinding. Like these guys are tough as nail. Look at this. Graveguards are tanking 2 units of internal guards like a champ, which is awesome. I popped Sword of Anti-Heroes once again, trying to get rid of those Hawks. And the Glading is having a world of trouble fighting this Terrorgeist, and I get routed off straight away. And Spellsealer is still online, but got dived down once again, and I think this time she's not gonna survive. I think she's still gonna survive, but it's gonna take a long time to escort those 2 units outside the map. Look at that! I popped an invocation of the hack onto this Graveguard, and they're just tanking there. Even though they're fighting a uphill battle, but they're just tanking, which is awesome. And I summon a zombie behind those War Ancestral Spears and about to muck them up. I like the word muck them up, which is referring how you just gonna compromise positions and compromise the back or maybe flank of the units. And then I think here comes the morning brief. There you go. I'm gonna see all his glory. I just love Dragon Breath for some reason. And Blood Dragon Vampire Lord dives in, and everything just routed off straight away. And that's it. That's the game. So as we dive on the scorecard, as you guys can see, those Graveguards are just mounting value. All of them did fantastic. Killed a lot of units. Did pretty much the majority of the damage and soaked the majority of the damage as well. So yeah, absolutely MVP. And I also think that these zombie units did fantastic job at soaking up missile fire, mucking things up, and just chasing those archers. Terrorgeist, they didn't get the right matchup because Terrorgeists are very bad against anything that's not Nudge. So I basically use them as failbats, but they're obviously gonna do better than failbats. So I basically, oh, by the way, Terrorgeist did a lot of damage onto the Spellsealer on horseback and also Glade Lord on the horse. Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, I don't think this guy needs further introduction. I think he is the strongest Lord as well as the strongest unit in Vampire roster at the moment. I had absolutely a blast playing him, and he's fantastically strong as well. He can win a lot of duels against, like, you name it, mammoths and stuff. You can just cycle charge just on air on a zombie dragon with that many stats and also that many abilities. The combination is just perfect for vampires. And because I used to take Manfred all the time, but ever since Blood Dragon Vampire Lord got introduced, I just completely because whenever I play Manfred, I just feel like Manfred is taking a lot of damage just randomly. Like he's gonna deepen from maybe 100% to like 20% in a matter of seconds. But these will never happen if you're playing a Blood Dragon Vampire Lord, because he's gonna be your main damage dealer, and he's got fantastic breath, dealing with infantry as well, and he can do a lot of damage onto SEMs. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the cast, and Orokaboss signing off.